The ancient world is filled with incredible achievements, but also with baffling mysteries that continue to puzzle historians, scientists, and explorers to this very day. From monuments that defy engineering logic to artifacts that rewrite history, our ancestors left behind riddles that modern technology has not been able to fully solve. While many discoveries shed light on human progress, others raise questions that suggest humanity knew much more in the distant past than we give credit for. Today, we are diving deep into some of the most mind-bending ancient mysteries that remain unexplained. And as we move forward, you may begin to question just how much of our true history is still buried in the sands of time. The Great Pyramid of Giza's unsolved engineering feat. The Great Pyramid of Giza is one of the most recognizable monuments in the world, yet its construction remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in human history. Built over 4,500 years ago, the pyramid originally stood at nearly 481 feet tall and consisted of over 2.3 million stone blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons. The question that still haunts archaeologists is how an ancient civilization with no modern machinery managed to cut, transport, and precisely place these enormous blocks with such accuracy. The alignment of the pyramid is so exact that it points nearly perfectly to the cardinal directions. Modern engineering has not been able to fully replicate the feat with the same tools available at that time. Was it human ingenuity alone, or is there knowledge that has been lost to time? Some researchers even speculate that the builders had access to techniques or technologies that have disappeared from history. The Nazca Lines in Peru. Across the desert plains of southern Peru lies one of the most puzzling mysteries of the ancient world, the Nazca Lines. Stretching over 500 square kilometers, these enormous geoglyphs depict animals, plants, and geometric patterns carved into the earth. The largest figures span hundreds of feet, making them only fully visible from above. What is truly mysterious is why the ancient Nazca people, who lived around 500 BCE to 500 CE, created them. Some theories suggest they had ritualistic purposes linked to astronomy or water worship, while others argue they were meant as offerings to the gods. The scale and precision of these geoglyphs raise questions about how the creators could conceptualize designs that could only be understood from the sky, especially considering they did not have the ability to fly. Stonehenge's unknown purpose. Stonehenge in England is one of the most famous prehistoric monuments, yet its true purpose remains unsolved. The massive stone circle, constructed around 3000 to 2000 BCE, consists of gigantic stones transported from quarries hundreds of miles away. The sheer effort required to move and arrange these stones is astounding, but what they were meant for is still debated. Was it a temple, an astronomical observatory, or a burial site? Some alignments suggest that Stonehenge was built to track solstices and lunar events, while other scholars believe it had deep ceremonial or spiritual significance. Despite centuries of study, the meaning behind Stonehenge is still elusive, and it continues to stand as a silent riddle of the ancient world. The Antikythera mechanism. Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of Greece in 1901, the Antikythera mechanism is often referred to as the world's first computer. This 2,000-year-old device was made of bronze gears and used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses with extraordinary precision. What makes it so mysterious is the fact that nothing of its complexity was known to exist in the ancient world until its discovery. Its design and sophistication seem centuries ahead of its time, comparable to technology that would not reappear until the medieval era. How the ancient Greeks developed such advanced mechanical knowledge remains an unanswered question, and it suggests that ancient civilizations may have been far more scientifically capable than previously believed. The Lost City of Atlantis. No list of ancient mysteries would be complete without mentioning Atlantis. First described by the philosopher Plato, Atlantis was said to be an advanced civilization that disappeared beneath the sea in a single day and night of catastrophe. Historians debate whether Plato intended the story as an allegory or a factual account. Despite extensive searches, no definitive evidence of Atlantis has been found, but theories abound. Some suggest it was located in the Mediterranean, others point to the Caribbean, and some even claim Antarctica holds the secret. The allure of Atlantis lies not only in its possible location, but also in the idea that an advanced civilization may have existed long before recorded history, only to vanish, leaving little trace behind. The Moai of Easter Island. On a remote island in the Pacific, the mysterious Moai statues stand as silent guardians of a lost culture. Carved by the Rapa Nui people between 1400 and 1650 CE, these massive stone figures, some weighing more than 80 tons, were transported miles across rugged terrain without wheels or animals to assist. The methods of moving these enormous statues remain debated, with some researchers suggesting ropes and rocking techniques, while others argue for rolling logs. Beyond the mystery of transportation lies a deeper question. Why were they built? The Moai are thought to represent ancestors or chiefs, but their scale and placement suggest a significance that is still not fully understood. The Baghdad Battery. Among the strangest artifacts ever found is the so-called Baghdad Battery, discovered near Baghdad and dating back nearly 2,000 years. This clay jar, with a copper cylinder and an iron rod inside, has led some researchers to believe it may have functioned as a primitive battery capable of producing electricity. If true, it would completely change our understanding of ancient technology. While skeptics argue it was used for storage or ritualistic purposes, experiments have shown that filling the jar with an acidic liquid like vinegar or lemon juice could generate a small electrical charge. If the ancient Mesopotamians did indeed know how to harness electricity, the question remains, what was it used for? Göbekli Tepe, the world's oldest temple. In southeastern Turkey, archaeologists uncovered Göbekli Tepe, a site dating back to 9,600 BCE, making it over 11,000 years old. This is thousands of years older than Stonehenge and the pyramids, and it has completely rewritten the timeline of human civilization. The massive stone pillars, arranged in circles and decorated with intricate carvings of animals, suggest a level of organization and culture far more advanced than what was believed possible for hunter-gatherer societies. What is truly baffling is that the site appears to have been deliberately buried around 8,000 BCE for reasons unknown. Göbekli Tepe challenges everything we thought we knew about when humans began building monumental structures, and raises questions about what other lost civilizations may have existed before recorded history. The Voynich Manuscript. One of the strangest books in the world is the Voynich Manuscript, a handwritten codex filled with illustrations of unknown plants, strange symbols, and mysterious diagrams. Radiocarbon dating places it in the early 15th century, but its language and writing system have never been deciphered. Cryptographers, linguists, and even codebreakers from World War II have attempted to crack its code, yet its meaning remains hidden. Some believe it is a medical or alchemical text, while others think it may be an elaborate hoax. Regardless of its origin, the Voynich manuscript continues to fascinate scholars and conspiracy theorists alike, standing as one of the most enigmatic texts ever discovered. The Indus Valley Civilization's script. The Indus Valley Civilization, which thrived around 2500 BCE in what is now Pakistan and northwest India, was one of the most advanced societies of the ancient world. They had well-planned cities, advanced drainage systems, and thriving trade networks. Yet one of their greatest mysteries lies in their undeciphered script. Thousands of inscriptions have been found on seals and pottery, but the language remains unreadable, leaving us with little knowledge of their government, religion, or daily life. Without the ability to translate their writings, the true story of the Indus Valley people remains locked away, making it one of history's most tantalizing mysteries. At this point, you may be wondering, are these simply coincidences of human creativity, or do they hint at a much deeper, forgotten chapter of human history? Could there have been civilizations with knowledge and abilities far beyond what we imagine? The more we uncover, the more questions arise, and sometimes it feels like the past is deliberately keeping its secrets hidden. These hidden mysteries of the ancient world continue to inspire awe, fascination, and endless speculation. From the pyramids of Egypt to the deserts of Peru, from ancient manuscripts to lost cities, humanity's past is full of puzzles that defy explanation. Every discovery brings us closer to understanding our ancestors. Yet at the same time, it reveals just how little we truly know. Perhaps one day, new evidence will come to light that will rewrite history books forever. But until then, these enigmas remain powerful reminders that the story of humanity is far from complete. This is Mystery Vault, and if you enjoyed uncovering these unsolved wonders, make sure to stay tuned for our next deep dive into the secrets of history. Because the past is not just behind us, it is waiting to be rediscovered.